Yo, what's up? Alexis G here. Just purchased the ASR10 used about 6 days ago, and the learning curve is pretty steep. Been spending a lot of time on it, but one of the simplest things I wanted to achieve was just to make a beat with some feel and some groove. Whenever I used the sequencer and made a beat, it just sounded really sterile and cold, and man, it was frustrating because I just, I like to have a beat and that I can move to and dance to, and this thing was just not having it, man. Especially coming from my MPC 3000, which was super simple to get the same result. Okay, so let's start off by command sequence, create a new sequence. Just scroll through 4/4 time, all normal. Okay. Now for this boom bap style beat that I'm going to be doing, the important thing is to set edit sequence and scroll over to your tempo and set your tempo about 80 BPM. For some reason, I find that it has an easier time quantizing and dealing with it at slower tempos. So set it 80 BPM, and obviously you set your sequence record mode to add, so it adds tracks. And I'm not sure if this, I have my sequence counter on, or count off on. Okay, so let's get started. So let's set it to the snare drum first, which is, okay, let's go ahead and do that. Keep 4 bars, yes. Okay, let's take that snare and quantize it. So command and then track, and then we're going to scroll over to, it says quantize right there, quantize track, press yes. Track 2 is the snare, so yes. And then quantize to 1/8 T, that's also important. So yeah, you set it to 1/8 T, which is triplet, yes. Entire track, yes. New, okay, I don't have to listen to it. Alright, now let's change to instrument or track 3, which is the hi-hats. Let's do that. Okay, new, yes, keep it. Alright, let's quantize that. So command, track, quantize. Track 3 is the hi-hats. We're going to do that just to 1/8. So not triplet, just regular straight 1/8. Yes, entire track. Yes. Okay, I don't have to listen to it. Okay, now let's go to the bass drum, the kick drum. Okay, let's go ahead and, the bass drum is kind of what influences the beat. So you'll hear it. I'm just going to do some kind of pattern. Okay, ready? Good enough. Let's see if it works. Okay, let's go ahead and quantize that. Quantize track, or command track. Yep, quantize track 1, which is the bass drum, yes. We're going to do this to 1/16 T. So 1/16 T on the bass drum, triplets. Entire track, yes, yes. Okay, now we're almost done. Now let's go to, since you're on the bass drum, go to command, track, and then we're going to do, scroll over to shift track by clocks. So yes, track 1, the bass drum, yes. The amount, -1. It's already set, but for me, but yeah, say it's -1, yes. And then go ahead and just keep it, yes, new. Okay, now let's go to the hi-hat and do the same thing. Command, track, shift track by clocks, yes. Track 3, which is the hi-hats, yes. Shift them out again, -1, yes. And then new, yes. Alright, now we should have a beat. Hopefully if my bass drum pattern isn't too sloppy. Let's go. Okay, it was too sloppy. Let's go edit that out real quick. So we go to track 1, which is your bass drum, command, and then it's already on track. So instead of shift by color clocks, we should scroll it over to erase undefined track. Yes. So track 1, which is the bass drum. Yes. Okay. Now let's do another take at it. Ready? New, keep it. Let's quantize that. Command track, scroll over to quantize. Yes, track 1, yes. 116T, yes. Entire track, yes. New, yes. Alright, let's go. Yeah, man, that sounds good. Okay, you know what, let's redo the snare real quick. So go to track 2, command, track, scroll over to erase, define track, yes. 2, yes. Okay, now let's go ahead and redo the snare drum. Keep it, yes. Quantize the snare drum, command track, scroll over to quantize, yes. Track 2, yes. Remember, the snare drum you quantize to 1/8T, yes. Entire track, yes. New, yes. Alright, now let's hear it. Alright, well I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this helps people out and helps beginners not get frustrated with the ASR, and you know, we'd like to work with this beautiful machine. It's just it takes a lot of, you know, a lot of research, a lot of Google searching, a lot of forums, a lot of asking questions on pages. That's another great way to get stuff, and people on Instagram and Facebook pages have been so great, and groups, you know, they've been so awesome helping out. So alright, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!